show. Casey Ballant here with Dave Hewitt. We know it feels like football season is a long ways away, and we are here to help you get a little bit closer to that. We're going to take a preview of all the teams in the NFL. Let's go ahead and start this off in the AFC East, and we're going to dial in with the Buffalo Bills. Dave, they ran Buddy Nix. They ran Chan Gailey, brought in the new head coach. We thought he was going to go with this boy from Syracuse. That didn't happen with the 16th pick in the first round. The Bills took quarterback E.J. Manuel from Florida State.
Yeah, a pretty surprise pick there, obviously, in the first round for the Bills. And, you know, they really want to switch that quarterback position up. Obviously, Fitzpatrick gone, Tavares Jackson gone, and they bring in Kevin Cobb, free agent pickup as well, to compete with E.J. Manuel for that position there. They obviously have a great running game with Fred Jackson and C.J. Spiller, and moving forward, we expect that to continue, even maybe feature Spiller even a little bit more. And they really needed to address that passing game. And they did that as well in the second and third round, picking up wide receivers Robert Woods and Marquise Goodwin. So we'll see what happens there. Some young talent to go alongside with Stevie Johnson.
Yeah, it should be exciting. We're always waiting for the Bills to kind of pick it up. They really have to get that run defense solved, though. That's the biggest thing that's holding them back at the moment. Hopefully they get a little healthier on defense, and that will kind of happen for them.
Yeah, that defensive line, obviously pretty well paid, but maybe underperformed, not doing a good job stopping the run. Okay, let's switch this one over, Casey, to the Miami Dolphins.
Super Bowl champ.
Off-season champions, that's for sure. This team was, I would say, pretty much the most active team in free agency, really picking up some big-time players, also moving up into the draft as well. Casey, what do you think about these off-season maneuverings? Is this team poised to go from 7-9 to 10-6 or 11-5, something like that?
Well, if Tannehill can take the next step, you know, that's going to be the key to these guys. And they went out and got him the help, like you mentioned. Mike Wallace, the burner, he is going to be a big-time threat down the field. And Hartline did a pretty good job last year. Didn't really get into the end zone that much, but he did a good job of catching a lot of passes, and him and Tannehill really had it going there. They also bring in Dustin Keller, and they bring in Gibson over at wide receiver as well. But you talked about it. They moved up in the first round. We thought they were going to go after one of the big tackles. They got the speed rusher, Dion Jordan.
Yeah, and he's got a chance at really having an impact right away. I mean, obviously they're going to plug him in there. They've got Cameron Wake, also really great at getting after the quarterback. So we'll see if they can bolster that defense. The defense wasn't very good against the pass, though, in particular. So I know they want to upgrade that area as well. We'll see. They have a third-round corner and a second-round corner that they picked up in this year's draft as well. So maybe looking to have some contributions out of those draft picks there and improve that D.
Yeah, and don't forget they brought over Ellerbe from the world champion Baltimore Ravens. See if a little of that can rub off on these Dolphins. And, hey, what do you think about that new Dolphin logo?
I can't say that I disapprove. You know, get rid of that silly-looking little helmet that used to be on
get
there.
That Dolphin a helmet that fits at least. Come on now.
Give him a face mask or something. Now, this one's a little more streamlined. I approve. Thumbs up on that one.
You know, it's this point of the offseason where you really don't want to hear anything about your team. And that's usually the case with these New England Patriots. But, whoa, man, dude. It's all bad news in Patriotsville right now.
Yeah, I mean, obviously the two tight end tandem that really took over the league is in serious jeopardy right now. Gronk having problems recovering from his surgeries, and obviously the Aaron Hernandez situation currently unresolved. We do not know if those guys are going to be contributing early or at all or at what point. And a lot of change, losing Wes Welker there. They're looking for Danny Amendola to finally stay healthy. If he does, the numbers are going to be awesome. But that's a big if there. So a lot of question marks surrounding their passing game. Obviously, Tom Brady and Belichick, you kind of have to have faith in that setup there. And they do have an improved running game that really kind of came along last year pretty well.
Yeah, but these guys have made their money throwing the football, Dave. And of the 401 completions Tom Brady had last year, as of right now, the dudes that caught 355 of those are questionable for week one. That's a lot of drop-off, brother. We're talking about 50-something receptions.
Yeah, and Danny Amendola has been very productive, and they're hoping he'll take over those Wes Welker numbers, which were very consistent over the last 5 seasons, but we shall see.
He's got to get it done for a full season.
Yeah, and he's got talent, and he's younger than Welker, so maybe it turns out to be brilliant if it works.
Yeah, if there's going to be a year for any of these AFC East teams to catch the Patriots, it might just be this upcoming 2013 season, Dave. And now, speaking of catching the Patriots, anything the Patriots can do, the Jets want to do better. You get your guys arrested, we get our guys arrested.
Well, I'll tell you what, it's obviously the Tim Tebow thing in the rearview mirror. Tannenbaum paid the price for that when they bring in Idzik. And obviously Rex Ryan's got himself on the hot seat for this season. They need to do something productive here. Sanchez versus Geno Smith, the guy they pick up in the second round of the draft there. Going to duel it out and see who wins at the quarterback position. But, they got a lot of problems in the skill position areas with Santonio Holmes still recovering slowly off that foot situation. They lost Dustin Keller, as we mentioned. Stephen Hill at the other wide receiver position, he's been struggling through some knee issues, not to mention he wasn't really all that productive as a rookie when he was healthy. So, yeah, it's a pretty tough situation in terms of the skill players there. The winner of that quarterback duel may end up struggling and not looking too productive.
Yeah, win is a win, not a win. Starting with the Jets. I guess the one good thing they did is they brought in Chris Ivory, the running back from the New Orleans Saints. I really liked this dude when he was on the Saints, just couldn't get enough carries. But this dude runs hard. I know Jet fan is going to love the way this guy runs as opposed to what we had seen out of Sean Green the last couple of years. And Sanchez is really struggling. He just hasn't had a run game to lean on. Yeah. They've moved some of that bloat from the defense, some of those older guys. They got some young playmakers there. I really like Sheldon Richardson. They moved Darrelle Revis out of town. They go ahead and jump up in the draft and get Milner there out of Alabama. So they're replacing some of those older guys with younger players. Are they going to get it all together this season, though?
Yeah, I mean, I think that with the fact that they had 2 picks early in the draft and they went defense on both of those picks, I think that shows you that Rex, if he goes out of town here and gets fired, he's going to go down at least with a couple of more defensive toys along the way. So they should be able to really, really shore up that defense. With the last couple of years in the draft, they've added some players, Muhammad Wilkerson being one of them, that really can contribute. And who knows, if they can really play great defense, they can win like they did when they went to the AFC title game 2 years in a row, where they were an awesome defense and just kind of plugged away at offense.
And like I said a minute ago, Dave, if there is a season that these teams can catch the Patriots in this division, brother, it looks like it is going to be this upcoming season. That's a lot easier said than done, but I'm excited about some turnover in this division. I would rather see the Bills or the Dolphins get up there a little bit. Anything to shake this up, man.
Oh, I agree. I think it'll be pretty exciting. I don't know if the Jets are the team. A lot of ifs on this Jets team. I guess there's a lot of change in the division in general, and a lot of these teams have a lot of turnover and stuff that's going to make it a very interesting division. I think closer and more competitive than it's been.
Yeah, we just got to see some of these younger guys get on the field some of these preseason games, and we'll have a little better idea of how it's going to turn out. All right, that's going to do it for our AFC East preview. Coming up next is going to be the NFC South. You do not want to miss that, and you don't have to. All you got to do is tune into footballradioshow.com or like us on Facebook or follow us on Twitter at FootballRS. For Dave, I'm Casey. We'll catch you